Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mayan Silver Fox channel. I'm KFC Dad and these are the Premier League predictions for week number 28. Today the show will be hosted by myself and Wesley Schnauzer. Mayan Silver Fox will be back next week. We do have Mayan Silver Fox's predictions, so we will read them out as well. And let's do the scores. In third place is Mayan the Silver Fox with 142 points. In second place is Wesley Schnauzer. He has 147 points. And in first place still is KFC Dad, and I have 181 points. As always guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and help us to reach 7,000 subscribers. As we are only a small channel, I'm setting a like target of 50 likes. Just 50 likes guys. There's more than 50 of you that come on and watch the vlog. So come on, give us 50 likes for this video. Okay, let's dive into these predictions. So the first game of the weekend is the Saturday 12:30 kickoff, and it is 3rd versus 4th. Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. Now, Nottingham Forest have been in that top 4 for a while now. In their last game, they drew 0-0 with Arsenal. They're still in a cup, in the FA Cup the other night. They got through on penalties, I think, against Brighton. So they are having a fantastic season. Manchester City, now, they're not doing quite as what they did last season, and they're a bit hit and miss this season. They are still 4th though, 4th in the league, in the Champions League spot, and in their last game they beat Tottenham Hotspur 1-0. But before that they lost, then before that they won, and so they win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. So if they won the last game, are they going to lose this game? We'll wait and see for that. For my prediction on this one, I couldn't make my mind up. So what I've done is I've gone for a Desmond. I've gone for a 2-2 draw. I asked Mayan the Silver Fox, and he was adamant that Nottingham Forest will win this 2-1. Let me ask our canine friend Wesley Schnauzer what he thinks.
The first game of the afternoon is a 12:30 kickoff, and it's Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. Two teams that are in the Champions League places at the moment. I think Manchester City are doing okay, but Nottingham Forest will win this game 2-1 because they're at the City ground and they'll have that crowd behind them.
Game number 2 is Brighton Hove Albion versus Fulham. Two very good teams. I think they sit 8th and 9th in the league. Brighton, they've won 3 on the bounce, and after that 7-0 thrashing by Nottingham Forest, they've come back very, very strong. And Fulham are equally as good. In the last 5 games, they've won 3 of them, and both teams have won their last games. I think Brighton beat Bournemouth and Fulham beat Wolves 2-1 in their last game. So they're very, very good teams. So it's hard to tell, who will win this one. But I have gone for a winner, and I have gone for a 2-0 win for Brighton and Hove Albion. And Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for a Brighton win as well. He's gone 2-1 to Brighton. Now let's see what Wesley Schnauzer got to say about this one.
Brighton versus Fulham, 8th place versus 9th place. Two very good teams. I think that's why I've gone for a 1-1 draw in this one. I couldn't separate the two teams, so this is going to be a draw.
Game number 3 is Crystal Palace versus Ipswich Town. Now, Crystal Palace, they're doing very well. I remember saying at the beginning of the season they were down there in the bottom 3, and they've found form and they've started moving up the table. They're mid-table now, and they've won their last 2 games. They beat Aston Villa 4-1 in their last game. So they've got a very, very good striker in Mateta and a good team and a good manager too. Right, so Ipswich Town, pretty much like my team, Leicester City. They're slightly better than Leicester City, to be fair. And I don't think they're going to get anything from this. They've not won in their last 5. I think they've had 1 draw in their last 5. I think this will be a Crystal Palace win, and I'm going to go 3-1 to Crystal Palace. Mayan the Silver Fox has also gone for a Palace win, and he's gone 2-1 to Palace. Let's see what our four-legged friend has got to say about this match.
Crystal Palace versus Ipswich Town. Crystal Palace are really doing well. They've won their last 2 games. I think they'll win this one as well. Ipswich Town are in the bottom 3, just like my team, Leicester City, and I don't think they'll win this game. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Crystal Palace.
Okay, guys, game number 4 is the leaders at Liverpool versus Southampton. Top v bottom. Now, Liverpool in their last game, they beat Newcastle 2-0, and they haven't lost in their last 5 games. Whereas Southampton, they look doomed. They just have 9 points, and bottom of the league. There's even talk of them getting rid of their recent manager Ivan Juric and bringing in Danny Roll. That's the rumour going around at the moment. So yeah, they are in dire straits there, just like my team. And yeah, can I see anything happening for Southampton in this? Nope, I can't. I'm going to go for a Liverpool win, and I'm going to go 4-0 to Liverpool. Mayan the Silver Fox has said he's going for a 3-1 Liverpool win. And what about you, Mr. Schnauzer?
Liverpool versus Southampton. Bottom of the league, Southampton. I don't think we'll get anything from this game. Top of the league, Liverpool will win this game 3-0.
Game number 5 is Brentford versus Aston Villa. Now, Brentford, they drew their last game with Everton. Both teams are mid-table-ish. They're Aston Villa are 10th and Brentford are 11th. Aston Villa, they did lose their last game. I mentioned it earlier. They lost 4-1 to Crystal Palace. But they did play yesterday in the Champions League, and they won 3-1 against Club Brugge. Yeah, so will they be a bit tired from that midweek excursion? I don't know. But what am I going to go for this fixture? Brentford and Aston Villa. I've gone for another Desmond. I've gone for a 2-2 draw. Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for a Brentford win, and he's gone 2-1 to Brentford.
Brentford versus Aston Villa, a very hard one to call. I think they're both very good sides. Aston Villa have just played in the Champions League and won 3-1. I think they might be a little bit tight, but I think they have a lot more quality than Brentford, and I think they will win 2-1 in this game.
Game number 6 is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Everton. Now this is 16th versus 17th, near the bottom of the table. Everton in their last 5 games haven't lost, and they're doing very well under David Moyes. They drew their last 2 games. They drew their the last game was against Brentford. They drew 1-1. Wolves, they've won 1, lost 1, won 1, lost 1, and their last game they lost to Fulham. They lost 2-1 to Fulham in their last game. Now they sit just above the relegation zone with 22 points, 5 points ahead of Leicester and Ipswich Town. If they were to win, they would be 8 points ahead, which will make it even harder for those two. Right, what about Everton? Everton, like I've said, they've done very, very well since David Moyes has come in. They're on 32 points now. That's 10 points ahead of 17th place Wolves. Right, what have I predicted for this game? I've gone for a 2-0 win for Everton. Mayan the Silver Fox, he has gone for a Everton win as well. He's gone 1-0. And what about you, Mr. Schnauzer? What's your prediction for this game?
Wolves versus Everton is another tough one to call. Wolves losing their last game, Everton going well under David Moyes. I think I'm going to go and sit on the fence on this one in the 1-1 draw.
Game number 7 is Chelsea versus my team, Leicester City. Now, we will be at this game, guys. And so if you see us, get on the vlog and give us a prediction for the game before the game. Right, so Chelsea, the Enzo Maresca Chelsea. Now there is, just like Leicester City, there is turmoil there. The fans are not happy with Enzo, even though they are 5th in the league and just 1 point away from a Champions League spot. In their last game, they did win 4-0, an emphatic 4-0 win against bottom of the league Southampton. And I think they're a very good side. I think Enzo Maresca is a good manager, but their fans are not happy with Enzo. As for Leicester City, it's the same kind of story. There's turmoil on the pitch, in the boardroom, at the stadium, amongst the fans. It's very toxic at the moment and not that great. What I can say is that I can't see how we're going to get a win. We haven't scored in ages. I can't even remember the last time we scored. Will we get a win? I don't think so. So I don't like doing this, but I'm going to go for my prediction as a 2-0 loss to Leicester City. I don't like doing that, but I can't see where we're going to score, when we're going to score. And once the opposition score, that's it, heads go down, mistakes are made, and I don't know, the manager seems to pick the same players and look for a different result all the time. As for my prediction, Mayan Silver Fox's prediction, he's ever optimistic. He never goes away from not backing his team, and he's backed Leicester City to win 2-1. If that happens, I'll buy him a KFC. So that's our predictions. What about Mr. Schnauzer, who also is a Leicester City fan? Let's see what he's got to say about this.
Chelsea versus my team, Leicester City. Chelsea going well, 5th in the league, looking to get into the Champions League places. Leicester trying to climb out of that bottom 3. They got 5 points behind Wolves, and they need a win desperately. But I'm sad to say that I don't think they will get that win because they haven't scored a goal in ages. I don't know who's going to score, and if we lose or go 1-0 down, I don't think we'll come back from that. So I've gone for a 2-1 loss.
Game number 8 is Tottenham Hotspur versus Bournemouth. Now let's start off with the Cockerels. Tottenham Hotspur, they sit 13th in the league at the moment, and they lost their last game to Manchester City. Before that, though, they had 3 wins on the bounce, and everything was going great. But they do seem to have some of their injured players back as well, so that's a bonus for them. Bournemouth, they're 7th in the league, but they have lost their last 2 games against Wolves and against Brighton. They are a good side. They are a very good side and a good match to play against Tottenham. What do I think is going to happen in this one? I couldn't make my mind up, and I've gone for my third Desmond, and I've gone for a 2-2 draw for this game. What about Mayan the Silver Fox? he's gone for a Bournemouth win, a 2-1 Bournemouth win for Mayan the Silver Fox. Now, what about our canine friend Wesley Schnauzer? What's your prediction for this game?
Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Tottenham were doing well. They had 3 wins on the bounce, but they lost their last game. Bournemouth have lost their last 2 games, but I have a feeling that Bournemouth will win this 2-1. Just that sneaky feeling. I think they will win.
Game number 9 is Manchester United versus Arsenal. This is a Sunday 4:30 kickoff. The biggie on the Sunday afternoon. Manchester United, well, they've been knocked out the FA Cup by Fulham on penalties 4-3. Whereas Arsenal have just played in the Champions League and they won 7-1 against Ajax. So have they got their form back? I know it's just one game, but they did emphatically well in that Champions League game. In their last game in the Premier League, though, they drew with Nottingham Forest, third place Nottingham Forest. And Manchester United, they did get a win against Ipswich Town in their last Premier League game. What have I gone for this game? I've gone for 3-1 to Arsenal. Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for an Arsenal win as well. He's gone 2-0 to Arsenal. Now, what about Wesley Schnauzer? What about your prediction, mate?
Manchester United versus Arsenal. Manchester United not doing that great. They're 14th in the league. Who would have thought that, hey? And Arsenal, they're 2nd in the league. And I think they will win this quite easily. 2-1.
Okay, so the last game of the weekend is the Monday night kickoff, and it is West Ham United versus Newcastle United. Now, West Ham, they beat my team Leicester City 2-0. In that game, they didn't even have to break a sweat. We just capitulated, and they took full advantage of that. They have won their last 2 games, and they have, climbed up the table. They've got 33 points at the moment and 15th place. Newcastle United, in their last game, they lost to Liverpool 2-0. They do sit 6th in the league in one of them European places. On this one, what do I think? I think this will be a 2-1 win for Newcastle. Mayan the Silver Fox has gone for a Newcastle United win as well, and he's gone for a 1-0 win for Newcastle. And what about you, Mr. Schnauzer?
West Ham United versus Newcastle. West Ham winning their last 2 games on the bounce, beating my team Leicester 2-0 in their last game. And I think Harry Potter is working his magic with the team now. Newcastle, they lost their last game 2-0 to Liverpool. I think Harry Potter will get another win, and it will be 2-1 to West Ham United. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. This is Wesley Schnauzer, over and out.
And that concludes all our predictions for the Premier League in week number 28. So if you do see us on the match day on Sunday against Newcastle, give us a shout. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and help us to reach our new target of 7,000 subscribers. We're already up to 6,100, and we are, climbing up there. It'll take maybe a little while, but make sure you like and subscribe. So we'll see you on the next one, and it's adios amigos from me and from Wesley Schnauzer.